Hello, everyone. I am Field and Skylines, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing Let's Play Farming Simulator 22. We're on the Valley of the Old Farm, and we are trying to become a billionaire. And in this episode, we have a bunch of fields that we have. Well, we have two fields we're planting barley in. We'll have to roll the fields, then we'll have to fertilize them. We have to get that done in this episode. But since I only have one planter, I'm not sure if I am going to kick off some grass mowing. We also have to get all of our fields mowed, and I was thinking about saving that for an episode um, as well. But maybe we'll do some of that work in this episode, and then we'll not have to show all the grass work. But basically, all the grass work, other than the alfalfa field will keep all of that. Um, but everything else we're gonna roll into bales, and we'll probably end up selling a majority of them when the time is close to right. Um, so that is the plan for what we're going to be doing with those bales. So yeah, I think though. So we're planting barley in this field and in the field that we had the wheat in. That should give us plenty of barley for our chickens. Might even give us enough that we could upgrade, or not upgrade, but expand another chicken coop. Possibly. We do have 134, 853. I have crazy thoughts in my mind that maybe we can earn enough money to buy that tractor. Um, Got to remember though that tractor also needs to have some stuff done to it and to be fixed up. So we're probably going to need almost 170, $180,000. I turn backwards. It's all right. We'll just go around this way um, to make it all work. And as you can see, we have 134. We still have some melons I think we have to sell, but that's not going to get us there. Um, we take a look at contracts. There are contracts, more cultivating. In fact, we're going to probably take that cultivating contract. We'll probably kick that off this episode once we can get a worker going on some of this stuff um, here. But yeah, so we are doing barley. Um, so we are doing barley. We are planting in using our crop sensor and the uh, automatic seed rate thing. Um, I'm thinking about once I run this thing low on seeds, upgrading it and putting the fertilizer bin on it as well. Um, you lose seed capacity uh, for fertilizer capacity, and I think it's a little bit more annoying because there's more refilling and stuff involved. So I don't know which way is better to just do this and then um, or what. So yeah, so that is where I'm at. I don't know what I guess the proper or the best. Can we make it? Yes, just barely. Way to go about planting is, and we got some apples we can actually sell. So I did turn a couple of the trees to just spawn apples since we were getting more than enough apples at the apple yard. I might do that with a couple of these with grapes because the grapes are starting to fill up as well. We can go ahead and take a look at that here in a moment. So if we go down to productions and if we look here, as you can see, there's more than enough there. Um, so I might even have a couple more of these apple. I might do one more. Put that to store. And then I think um, Until we run it lower on grapes, I'm going to start selling some grapes off. Kind of like what we did with the olives. Ooh, did not get it all the way. There we go. So we'll get a little extra income from that, but really I'm just trying to maximize the profit a little bit. Eventually those grapes could have been turned into something, but really we are moving more than enough than it can handle. So I'll back that up a bit. So that is the plan for this episode, is to get these 2 fields completely taken care of, at least to the herbicide stage of next month, putting herbicide on them. And doing that one contract for sure, as well as mowing our grass and getting it all. I mean, it'll be quicker to do the grass because we're not doing any hay. We only have to collect it for the alfalfa. The rest will just be baled. There'll be a lot of bales as well, which is all right. We'll throw them up in our bale storage. They'll ferment nicely, and we'll be all right. We probably also have to make sure all of our productions have everything they need to be running, so that we can not be paying for them to run if they don't have the materials they need. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and turn, do just another way back, and then we'll have to figure out how a worker is going to attack this. And then we'll start on that cultivating job. And I could probably get a mower going too. I know the use of workers really cuts down the amount of money we have, but I've been looking at the math, and it's not really been overly crazy amount. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so I think what we'll do is we're going to start a time lapse. There'll be some jump cuts, all the fun that we usually have in an episode to get all of this stuff done. I'll jump in between, and whatnot. So it's just not one giant time lapse. I hope I'll remember to do that. So stick around. See y'all in a little bit. we are planted in. We're pretty good jump on our grass work, so that won't be an episode. If anything, I think what I'll do is do some offline playing, some of the grass contracts, and then jump us up into the next month of October. Um, I think that'll give the most value to the videos. You guys have seen a lot of grass work, and you'll continue to see a lot of grass work in this playthrough just because the money is profitable and we need it to keep moving forward. But this has shown me how I could really use another tractor. And so I think I am going to try to earn that tractor. And if not, so be it. But we'll see how far we can get. So I need approximately, what did we say, 180? It's 150 plus another 30. 180, 190. So we need about, ouch, hit that tree. So we need about 36. So we're gonna need about another 50,000. And I don't know if that money is there. That's a lot of contracts. I don't think we have $50,000 worth of stuff out there. Unless I did this harvest, but it's not got a good harvester. If we take a quick look here, no, I didn't put, there we go. It's carrots, but it's not the good carrot picker. It's the one where you kind of have to have a worker, so that would drain into some of the money. And those just don't hit the big bang. Maybe the sorghum in 41. But like looking at these, we could do field 90, field 23, field 21. They're all hay, bale chipper, feed mixer, pellet clench, all going to different places. Hay doesn't sell for a lot of money though. That is the problem. And then some of these other contracts are getting a little low where like we'll over bale and we won't probably get enough. So yeah, I don't think the money's there for the tractor, unfortunately. So we may not get the extra tractor yet. But it would really help to have another tractor a little bit more powerful. So, but we'll get there. We will definitely get there. But for now, we need to get these fields rolled and fertilized. And then I have to fertilize all the grass and then lime all the grass. So there's quite a bit of work yet to be done before we can slip off in September. However, I think what I'll do here is a bit of a time lapse again. Jump into another time lapse. I might swap out this tractor for the class or the JBC. Maybe the JBC is a little bit more powerful. And I think that's what I'll do once it's done mowing. And that way I can have a little bit more power on these fields here to get this rolled. I know the roller itself only needs 120 horse, but these hills are pretty tough on this little tractor. So, and then I can get the class onto the wrapper, silage wrapper. We can get it wrapped. And then the JBC can do the liming and birding. So yeah, I think we'll be all right. This could do some birding too. So I think that's what the plan is. So yeah, I'm gonna quick do a time lapse. Before I do jump into time lapse, so I am gonna ask, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Please like this video if you're enjoying the video. So subscribing helps me out, gets me closer to my goals, and to other things that we can then do with the channel. So please do if you haven't. And with that, I think I'm going to jump into a time lapse right now. It's not going to be very exciting with this tractor going so slow, so maybe I'll swap it with the Klaus right away. Just have the Klaus do it. But yeah, so we're gonna do a quick time lapse. See you back on the other side. Now it is time for the fertilizer. I got all the grasswork stuff done and liming done off video, just to get that out of the way. So all we have left here is to fertilize this field, all of the grass fields, and then the other barley field. You will have plenty of fertilizer to get the job done, even though this field's going to take quite a bit, as will the other barley field. So to recap what we did today, we did one contract to cultivate. We planted and rolled 2 fields for barley. We mowed an alfalfa field and 3 grass fields for silage. The alfalfa field we kept for feed for the sheep. So yeah, so that's where we're at. And then we limed everything that needed liming. Now we're fertilizing. So that's what we did in this episode. Next episode, we'll probably jump up into October. Looking at the calendar here, October, we may have a harvest of some soybeans going on, and then maybe some other harvests for contracts and whatnot. I don't know. Maybe we have enough money to get this here to the end. I don't know if we have enough money, but maybe that's what we'll do with this money is buy another field of soybeans. Even though we're not going to buy the soy drink plant, we can use it in the fuel refinery. And if we take a look here and we zoom in, we got a soybean field right here. That is $118,000. We can afford that. Now, the yield won't be the greatest because I won't have time if I buy it to get a good yielding field by any means, but it would be better than nothing. And then we'd have another field for planting soybeans. And then we'd be soybeans and barley. We'd be in pretty good shape. And then we could start looking for our sunflower plant and whatnot come March and April. Because I think April is when we plant soybeans, March sunflowers. Old. I just don't want to waste fertilizer, so we'll jump back to that here in a second. So, and I'm not too worried about buying fields after the new year because we are going to be selling a whole lot of silage. Like, we're talking probably 30 bales of silage, 30 bales of 25,000 liter silage, which will give us quite a bit of money, even if we don't wait till January to sell it. Although I think we might be able to. I'm not 100% sure where we're going to come back on that. But so yeah, so we're almost out of fert. So let me run this out of fert and then double check to make sure that field is done. Yep, 52 is mostly done. Just have to get 91 and then all of these other grass fields and then 61. So let's look at the calendar. Soybeans you plant in April, sunflowers you do March. So I have until March to get enough money to buy some fields. And I think we'll have enough money between just selling cheese, aged cheese, doing our normal sales, plus all the wood work we're going to get done, all the wood that we're going to chop down. I think we're going to have a lot of money to start a good expansion of the farm and our productions. So I am not too worried other than hitting stuff. So like I said, I'm not very worried. We're gonna have a lot of money. So, but I am thinking I might buy that field just so that we can harvest it next month um, for the extra soybean, which would be, added to the fuel refinery, which we can then use to make, more fuel, more methane, more electrical charge, more pig food, more compost. Uh, and the other thing I'm probably going to do is, I can't offload diesel to the diesel tank here. It's one of those where you just buy the diesel. So what I think I'll do is anytime I'm going to buy diesel here, I'm going to sell diesel from the fuel refinery um, as a way to just kind of keep that money purchase the same because I really don't want to take diesel, take all the machines over to it. I could buy another like diesel cart, but it feels kind of a little bit foolish to do that. So yeah, I'm just going to definitely do that plan, and then I can store diesel there. I don't know how quick I am willing to sell it. We are going to need diesel for some productions um, down the road, so but I'm not sure I want to hang on to all of it either. So I guess what we're going to do with it is just kind of take it step by step and sell it as needed. Um, because like I don't know how much I have in this diesel here. I think I have about 1,500 liters left, which is quite a bit. But as I noticed, a few of my tractors are like this one's at half. I believe my JVC is at about half a tank. I don't know where the combine is, but after harvesting our two soy fields, and then if we do buy that third one, which I think we're going to do today before we end this episode, um, we're going to need to probably do a fuel purchase. So why don't we do that? I'm going to do that quickly. We're going to go ahead and we are going to buy 71. We're going to go ahead and purchase 2,800 for the. The good thing is soybeans don't need fertilizer. I don't know how the lime is on there, uh, but we definitely now have another harvestable field, which is awesome. So, but with that, I think that's the last thing we're gonna do in this episode. I'm gonna go ahead and get all of this stuff fertilized. Um, and continue that off. I might do a contract yet before I roll over off camera. I'm not sure though. We'll see because October we're going to be selling some raisins. What else are we going to be doing in October? So apple juice, grape juice, raisins for sure are going to be sold. I'm probably either going to sell those apples yet this month. I have melons I have to sell yet this month. Or I think maybe I did sell the melons already. I don't remember. Gosh, it's so when you're playing so many episodes a month, you kind of forget what you already have done. But I do want to get maybe those apples sold. And if any grapes pop up, maybe sell them or maybe wait until next month. I mean, I know I want to sell things every month, but you know what? If I roll to another month, so be it. But yeah, so we will have a bunch of stuff to sell next month. We have a bunch of harvests to do. The good thing is that these fields won't need to be turned around as quick, so we don't have to worry too much about getting them ready for planting, especially since they're soy and they won't be needed till April. Um, then what we need to do is plan some fields that we're going to want for planting sunflowers in, or canola perhaps. Although we would have had to plant canola already. So sunflowers, which we can then also use at the fuel refinery, or turn it into oil and make sunflower oil and perhaps upgrade to the mayonnaise production line. So that's something we need to do, is figure out what fields we want to put sunflowers in, and find those fields. Hopefully they'll be available. And then of course we want to do some harvesting contracts as we can. Anything that will be of value to us more so than just a contract. So like things like sunflower contracts, contracts on cotton, because we can turn that into grannies, contracts like that, or anything that we could dump into the fuel refinery after, anything that's left over. So those are kind of things we want to look for next month. So with that, though, I want to say thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. That would really help me out a lot. You can hit our goals. That would be great. And thank you again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Comment down below on anything you'd like us to see, do, or strategies that you think I'm missing. So thank you. And until next time, goodbye.